nouvelle aventure de vampire. Voilà, j'ai commencé hier, donc de suite, ça va pas tarder à commencer. On va boire un petit coup. Allez, go. Joue, on y va. Donc j'ai commencé hier. Voilà, donc soif éternelle. Allez, continuez. Là, on va dire qu'on en a environ pour 1h30, 2 heures. Attendez-moi là 2 secondes, j'ai oublié un truc. Allez. Je suis à vous. Donc on en était où? Ouais, ok. Donc on est toujours sur la trace du tueur. Salut à toi. Je vois pas les commentaires. Mais vous pouvez m'en laisser, je vous répondrai ultérieurement. Et puis si vous voulez, voilà, n'hésitez pas à vous abonner, ça fait toujours plaisir. Voilà, à me suivre. Voilà, il n'y a pas de problème, vous êtes les bienvenus. Ma chaîne est nouvelle, mais on essaie d'avancer. Allez. Il va y avoir du gameplay. À mon avis, il va y avoir un combat là après. Donc, pour regarder où je dois aller. Ok. Là-dedans, ok, détail. Ok, page arrachée d'un journal intime. Je vous laisse lire, hein. J'espère que vous allez bien. À bientôt le week-end, comme j'ai dit hier. Là, ça arrive. Allez. Ok, page arrachée. D'accord, super. Super, super. Indice sur les citoyens. Bien, 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 bien. Sabrina Cavendish. Ok, elle est en bonne santé, elle. D'accord, d'accord. Entourage. D'accord, d'accord. Sympa ce qu'ils ont fait comme système. Lui est fatigué. D'accord, c'est bien. Super. Donc, allez, on va essayer. Ah mais c'est dans mon dos. Par contre ce qui est bête c'est que je peux pas zoomer assis. Si. Ok d'accord, c'était dans mon dos. C'est pas grave. Il est vite hein. baraque.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Indice, ah je peux pas l'indice, ok.
I think you're hiding something from me.
I hide many things from many people, sir. That's what my job's about.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
D'accord, j'ai pas l'indice.
Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
Et vous? Allez, on va commencer.
Has anybody entered the bar
On va lui reposer la
recently?
question, on lui a dit
Can't
hier.
say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bolt, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure
Yeah,
no
I-
one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
Ah, ils ont tous peur.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dogs.
Ah ouais, je lui ai dit hier, c'était une légende. Ah,
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
interroger les résidents. Elle. Je l'ai interrogé hier, mais
Evening, sir.
pas le
Can I help
choix.
you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
Ça c'était hier, ça aussi.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me
On
about
dirait
it.
qu'ils ont,
I'm just the
qu'ils ont
barmaid
tous
here,
peur en
okay?
fait de...
If Tom says you're the
qui
only
est venu
visitor we
ici.
had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop.
William Bishop.
He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
D'accord.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Ah, j'ai ma caméra qui est vraiment mal placée. J'ai la lumière derrière qui vient de taper dedans.
You cannot see me now, Mum.
Ah, ça, ça
I
fait
hope
de
I live
voir
long
le
enough to
soleil.
see them wet boot boys get what's coming to them.
Interroger les résidents. Il y a quelqu'un en haut? Je peux t'interroger?
Would you be so kind as to leave the room?
D'accord.
Please, leave me alone.
Ok, toi... On n'a pas envie de te parler de toute façon. Ouais. Attendez les gens, je vais régler...
I think drink no longer stirs me.
Je vais régler, enlever de la luminosité parce que ça va pas. Je reviens. Ne bougez pas, j'arrive. Paramètres de diffusion. Paramètres avancés. Ah non. Faut fermer derrière, mon amour. Parce que là, je vois rien, quoi. Ouais, c'est mieux. Bon. Allez. Ah, ça a l'air d'être mieux là. Ah bah voilà. Voilà qui est mieux. J'espère que j'ai pas été trop lent.
I think I'm losing my mind.
No.
I should just run as far away from
You best
this
talk
place
to
as I
Tom.
can.
Please, leave me alone.
Oh. Interroger les résidents, mais il n'y a plus personne.
Not long ago, this mess would have given me a laugh.
He didn't deserve this.
J'insiste.
You again. What can I do for you?
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
Ok.
I think I'm losing my
I
mind.
think Trent
I should just run as far away.
Qui va vouloir me parler lui maintenant?
Can I have some privacy, please?
Inspecter les bateaux, d'accord. Ok, bon, on va redescendre.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me? To this city?
Oh,
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
oh le pauvre.
This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. What's this? Some sort of note.
L'ordre de Quarantaine. Donc je vous laisse lire. Hein. C'est beaucoup plus simple. J'ai pas lu net.
These men. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself.
Se défendre, ok.
Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood
Allez.
splats on the other side of the canal. I
On
must
part.
reach that barge.
Le quest. J'ai eu des traces de sang. Ok. On va. Tac, fugitive.
Over there!
Oh bah. Il a rien compris. Allez, on récupère des vis. La poudre d'aluminium.
Let's head back to a warm fire. Shut that foolish mouth.
Au cas où on aurait besoin de bricoler, les vis ça sert plus quoi. Une caisse à prendre ça, ouais. C'est bien, ça déballe. Putain. c'est appuyer sur triangle pour utiliser et infliger des dégâts standard. D'accord.
Ammunition crate. Good.
Donc pour prendre les armes. D'accord, c'est là. Emplacement vide. Achète UC. Main gauche. Ah d'accord. Donc.
I may need a lot of bullets.
En gros, si vous appuie sur
I
triangle.
feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Ah non, d'accord, pour changer les armes. C'est la flèche du bas. D'accord. Non. Non. D'accord, ok. C'est avec les... Ah ouais, ok. Ça tire direct en fait. Donc, on va faire l'essai. Repérer les ennemis aux alentours et afficher sur la carte. Ok. D'accord. Sang, ténèbres. Corps à corps. Distance. Voilà. Ça c'est fait. En fait l'arme elle est un peu pourrie. Le mec je lui tire il meurt même pas. On va fouiller. Je sais jamais qu'il y ait des trucs à trouver. Là. Les tonneaux, il n'y a rien. Il n'y a jamais rien dans ces tonneaux. Là-haut, j'y étais venu hier, mais ils remettent des trucs. Ouais, ils remettent des trucs. Allez, on mange, on mange, on mange, on mange. Ouais. On mange. Faut toujours garder un truc sous la dent. Je suis un peu déçu de la qualité du revolver. Elle est... Pas beaucoup de dégâts. Donc, je vais voir si je retourne. Ouais, d'accord, donc en main gauche, ok. Je me mets ça là, d'accord. Ouais, j'avais rien d'autre de toute façon. J'ai dégâts 4-5. Assommé, il est bien. Hein. Le pieu est sympa. Ça permet de les croquer après. Pour augmenter le sang. Je suis venu là. Ah d'accord. On va voir. Normalement il faut que je grimpe là-haut, hein, je pense.
See them fancy clothes? This one's tough!
Voilà, ça c'est fini. La vue est... Je trouve la vue un peu bizarre. C'est pas trop gênant non plus. Truc à récupérer là. Ah. Oh, le Duprat usé. Ah ouais, il faut que je remonte bien ma zone. J'en profite. Oh. Alors. Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Non mais t'es fou toi. T'es fou. Il fait bien sombre hein. Des trucs à récupérer là. Mais qu'y a-t-il à récupérer? Ça c'est vraiment sympa. Nouvelle pratique. Je vous laisse lire. Toujours pareil, ça change pas. Ah, par contre, je peux peut-être équiper... Lui, ça peut être sympa. Voilà. Et en main droite, je peux pas mettre l'autre, ah non. En main droite. Okay. Oh. Oh, viens là, toi. Viens là. Oh, voilà. Et alors? Rien de meilleur qu'un bon rat, là. Oh! Où tu es? Mais où tu es? Ouh là là là. On se régale. Voilà. Allez. Il a voulu faire le voyou. Eh ben non. Pas le voyou comme ça. Je vais récupérer. Marché de poignet. Et du pognon. Allez. Donc. Allez, où on est là? Donc, suivre les traces de sang sortant du quai. Ok. On continue. Hop. Du pognon. Non, ouais. Poudre d'aluminium. Il n'y a rien. J'avais pas vu. Tout à l'heure, je ne l'avais pas vu. Mais là, c'est là où j'étais tout à l'heure en fait. Rien à prendre. Refuge déverrouillé. Ok. Voilà, ça c'est fait. Un coffre. Toujours pas compris à quoi ça sert ces coffres en fait. Donc on peut améliorer, c'est bien, c'est bien. Fusée. Niveau 1. On peut la passer au niveau 2 du corps. C'est pas de ça que je fais le plus. Hein, améliorer la machette. Voilà. Un trophée. Travail en cours. Je sais pas si vous les voyez, trophée. Améliorer le pieu aussi. Ah, je peux pas. Ah ouais, j'ai pas les composants, d'accord. Pourtant j'ai fouillé. On va regarder un peu. Je peux pas mettre des points. Ah, j'ai que 245 points d'expérience, c'est rien. Oh bon. C'est mort, je peux rien améliorer. Ah, 245, je peux rien faire. Je suis que niveau 4 donc bon.
It's locked, all right.
Ok, c'est pas grave, panique pas.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Des tubes, du sang frais, il y a eu un massacre là. Oh là 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 là.
As one, we shall overcome this. We've done it before. No. I had a drink outside tonight already and it did not quench my thirst.
Faut user.
I must have more. Oh dear God, not again. William, please.
Et si j'essayais la faux Ah non mais c'est niveau 1, niveau 1. Voilà. Voilà, c'est mieux comme ça. Et là par contre bon ben je vais me remettre je sais pas, je vais me remettre lui. Quoique ouais. Ouais, on va refaire comme ça. Sans combien là-dedans. Ok, inconnu.
This days of bloodshed.
Please, let go of me. Oh my God, William. I can't stand it anymore.
Qui c'est lui?
This creature is bedeviled.
Oh putain.
I must put it down.
Oh là là là. Oh non. Oh non, c'est fou. Oh, t'es badass. Voilà. T'as vu ce que ça fait? T'as vu? T'as vu ce que t'as fait? T'en veux encore? C'est bon, t'as compris? Bon, je suis en normal aussi, donc bon, c'est quand même pas trop compliqué. Mais si j'arrive à le finir sans trop de difficultés, j'essaierai de le faire en difficile après.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved
Si ça vous va, ça me va. Mais laissez des commentaires.
We knew him well, another
Dites
lost
vos désirs.
soul, a kindred spirit.
Voilà, quel jeu vous voulez que je fasse en live ou sur YouTube après.
I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Oh, il est pas mort. Il est pas mort. C'était un papillon.
Remember, certain scales are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Ah, c'en est une. C'est une vampire.
By George and the Saints, you've
Alors,
solved the mystery of these terrible murders.
Ah.
Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just
Ah,
give
ouais,
me a
parce que
moment
s'il
to
arrive
secure
après la
my
bataille.
boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Il est où le William là? Ah.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some substance?
William Bishop.
Species of vampire. I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Ouais. On va déjà fouiller. Hop là. Un type de plan, là d'aluminium. Pas du pognon quelque part hein? Pas de la monnaie. 5 shillings. Aïe. Attends mon petit père, j'arrive. Présenté RAM. Encore un trophée. je cours, je me raccroche à la vie.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say?
And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Ah. Chargement soudain, comme ça. Hôpital.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Il est content de m'avoir dans ses rangs. Bon, on va fouiller là. Oh, rien. Chapitre 1. Ok. Ah, donc j'étais encore au prologue, quoi. Désolé, je fouille. J'arriverai après.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Non, il y a beaucoup plus de détails.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Non mais j'avais faim en fait. Ah, attends. Y a-t-il autre chose à récupérer des pièces? Non, il n'y a rien qui brille.
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a divine sin.
Je fais un peu le tour. Hein. Je regarde quand même. Voilà, l'hôpital de toute façon il est derrière. Je vais regarder s'il n'y a pas des items à récupérer. Engagez-vous à nouveau. C'est le même qu'hier. Genre les affiches en fait. On fouille, on récupère. C'est fermé, mais là c'est... Voilà. Une montre goussée. Oh, une bouteille peut-être. Ouais, une bouteille je pense. La logique est vraiment sympatoche. Hein. Ah. Là c'est l'hôpital. État du quartier est grave. Ouais mais je vais récupérer... Ah ouais. Il y a de l'item à récupérer là. Non. Ah d'accord, une balle il me tue en fait. Une balle il me tue. Ils étaient pas cool eux. J'ai rien compris quoi. Bah, c'est bien le combat, l'autre il sort son arme à feu, tranquille quoi. Moi je suis à main nue. Elle dort bien ma fille. Mon bébé. Ouais. Tu veux prendre la manette après, tu veux jouer mon bébé? Hein? Ma Bambi? Tu veux jouer? Il me fait reprendre où donc du coup? Ouais d'accord. Bah, je vais peut-être pas retourner, si peut-être les items en début là. Je sais pas s'ils me les ont gardés mais bon. Je pense que retourner en combat, ça serait bête. Si l'autre il me sort... Ah d'accord, ben vous voyez. Encore un trophée, dératisation. Ça vaut le coup, ça vaut le coup. Là il y a quoi là? Bon je vais pas retourner en combat, ça sert à rien, j'ai pas assez... Ouais, je me rajoute des compétences là. Je me rajoute des compétences. Que si l'autre avec une balle il me tue. Mais où on va? Où va le monde hein? Je le demande hein. C'est un vampire, l'autre il a les balles en argent. À l'hôpital et vite, hein. Je vais aller à l'hôpital et vite. Toujours un rat sous la dent. Voilà. Il n'y a rien. Une affiche. Avis public. magnifique. Donc je vous laisse lire. J'ai pas les lunettes, désolé. En gros, d'après ce que j'ai pu voir, ça parle de la grippe espagnole. Ah ouais. Elle est violente celle-là. Mais bon, c'est pas le coronavirus. Hein. Alors c'est inquiétant hein, cette épidémie là.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Le scal dans le jardin. Voilà. Ça c'est fait. Oh. Ça m'énerver quand j'ai faim. On va faire un petit tour. Oh. Oh merde. Non. Oh merde. Oh non. Oh. Voilà. Et j'enchaîne le coup de pied, et le coup de pied, vas-y. Et en mort. Coup de pied, coup de pied en mort. Voilà, il faut remonter sa voie de vie. Coup de pied en mort. Allez, on définit ma tête. Voilà. On n'en parle plus. Ah, voilà, j'ai remonté toutes mes jauges. C'est bien. Photographie dans un portefeuille. Couple amoureux et souriant. M'étonne et puis pas pour toujours. Ah, ils avaient l'air heureux. D'accord. Détail. Rapporter le portefeuille à son propriétaire. Okay. Je fais un peu le tour, j'ai vu qu'il y avait une porte ouverte, mais on y retournera tout à l'heure. Toujours intéressant, des balles. Là c'est quoi ça?
It's locked.
La porte est verrouillée. Je peux pas l'enfoncer? On peut pas, il veut pas. Hein. Bon. Et je cours, je me raccroche à la vie. Ah, je fais les poubelles. Toujours faire les poubelles. On ne sait jamais. Ah, des tiges de plomb. Donc... Qu'y a-t-il là-dedans? Rien, il n'y a rien. Une porte. On peut pas y aller. Donc... Le jeu commence à prendre tournure quand même. Au début, c'est le prologue, on cherche un peu. Je vais ouvrir la map. Ah ouais, ok. Ah, je l'ai pas vu. Restez chez vous. Ah, grippe espagnole, ok. Allez. On va te parler, toi.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize,
Oh,
nurse.
parle.
I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
Comment se porte Monsieur Hampton? Ben déjà où se trouve mon bureau, ça peut aider.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Trop bien.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Bon ben... Ah, pour plus de détails, attendez. Donc... Qualité du sang...
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
I see.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Allez, thank you, nurse. Okay. Running and wish to fly. Reverse.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money, and a settling picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Sympa système d'énigme là. Faisant affaire.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Mm-hmm. Ah ben non, je vais pas faire affaire parce que rien qui m'intéresse en fait. Je peux acheter quelques larmes mais j'ai pas assez de pognon. 1000 tonnes. 1000 tonnes, c'est le vendeur de...
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Ah, je peux pas en poser, d'accord, un 10.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
No.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them? Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance. Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett's, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Come on, don't be ridiculous, dear colleague.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's not exactly the best situation in London either. I can't have expected this hospital to be prepared for what was to come.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
You've nothing to prove, Dr. Tippett's, to anybody. And we all praise your experience. Please, have some rest.
I am perfectly fine, and I am not too old for this job.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
You've nothing to prove, Dr. Tippett's, to anybody. And we all praise your experience. Please, have some rest.
I am perfectly fine, and I am not too old for this job.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office down again.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Donc j'ai vu que j'ai débloqué lui c'est quoi? Milton Hooks, ok. Bonne santé. Ok, donc en fait il faut en apprendre beaucoup sur les employés afin de gagner l'expérience, quoi. Pippa Hawkins. D'accord.
At least that mistress of the town has stopped following you.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them? Is there a problem I should know about?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
D'accord. Indice, ok. Là, il n'y a pas d'indice, là c'est tout fait. Allez.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
De toute façon, je pense qu'il faut revenir après auprès d'eux quand on a les indices. D'où le fait de bien tout fouiller. Donc ça a l'air d'être un jeu
Dr. Swansea
très
is
long.
right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Et elle est où l'accueil là?
It's locked.
Verrouillé. Où tu vas toi?
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Bonne santé.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Milton Hooks.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Pardon. Là, il faut des indices. Ok. Allez.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Goodbye, nurse. Donc. Il y a des trucs à trouver, des indices, coffre. On peut pas y aller. Hop. On recherche des infirmières. D'accord.
So many. I wish I could be sick again. And what of my own life?
De l'utilisation de l'ail et des pieux. Sérieux. Bon, je vous laisse lire. De toute façon, après en rediff, vous pourrez mettre pause pour lire tranquillement. Sinon, on va pas avancer. Faiblesse des vampires. Ah,
good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Harm has lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues.
Désolé, j'ai faim.
So this is how it ends. Farewell, my life, you betrayed me, good.
Ah ouais. Je suis obligé, hein. Comment je vis sinon? Je mange pas. Ouais, et puis du bon sang comme ça, bien chaud. Je peux pas la niaquer elle. Ah, je vais pouvoir la niaquer elle aussi.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a
d'accord.
vampire.
Non. C'est un vampire, donc je vais pas pouvoir la...
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it's such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard's syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, Sati. And you think it is I who am delusional?
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
C'est clair.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Mauvaise cible, nouvelle enquête.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal
Reine de la nuit. Non.
I have wasted too much energy for so little result.
Je vais aller faire 1000 tonnes. Il est où déjà? T'étais là tout à l'heure, non? Ouais, je crois. Mince. Ah bah mince alors. Mais où es-tu, sa perlipopette? Waouh. C'est cassé, hein. Oh, il pleut. Ah bah.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives.
Donc. Tout à l'heure, j'ai vu que j'ai débloqué un truc envers lui, non? Ah. Lui.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Ouais, ça monte, ça monte. Qualité du sang.
Do you need any medical help?
Bilan de santé.
I'm fine, Doc. Physically, at least. But I would give everything to be in a better place right now.
On va pas faire affaire. Tout ça, de toute façon, j'ai tout fait. Donc, allez.
Goodbye.
Ciao, ciao. Allez, bye, bye. Je te le dis sans faille. Reste cool, bébé. Sinon, je te dirai bye, bye. Donc.
So many deaths. And what of my own life?
Allez, on va aller à l'étage, là. On va essayer de trouver son bureau. En fouillant un petit peu. Non. Ah, il y a quoi? Pas maintenant. Docteur, d'accord, je peux pas venir te voir. Ok, t'es comme ça, t'es sérieux. Y a rien. Si j'allais voir l'étage un peu, je suis curieux. Oh là là, qu'est-ce que je suis curieux. Y a rien. Y a rien, porte fermée. Si on allait embêter le docteur là. Attends. Il est où? Allez. Encore? Eh vas-y, ouvre, fais pas ton chiant quoi. Allez. Allez. Bah, t'es occupé à quoi? Franchement, tu es en train de faire de la paperasse, je suis sûr comme tous les médecins. T'abuses, je peux pas passer par là, t'as bloqué toutes les portes. Hein, t'es comme ça. Moi je vole tout ce que je trouve. Tiens. Oh. Ne s'y user. Ah ah. C'est médical de Tower Elrod. Ah ouais, c'est celui que j'ai galeté tout à l'heure. Ouais, son sang il était bon. Waouh, waouh, waouh. Je me la suis régalé. Hein. Donc, allez. Et c'est vrai que quand on voit des patients comme l'autre là, franchement, on dirait vraiment la cour des miracles. Sérieux. Elle est un peu perdue. C'est quoi ça? Ah. Voilà. Mon bureau.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Article sur les icônes. Bizarre quand même cette cohabitation entre les vampires et les humains là. Le mesmérisme. Dis donc, t'as un beau
The
bureau,
flower's
hein.
dying. It needs water.
Ah ouais, ce fan a besoin d'eau. On peut pas aller récupérer de l'eau quelque part? Non. Non. Swansea. Ah d'accord, il dormait le pauvre. Ah, tu m'étonnes qu'il a eu les nerfs. Quand j'ai tapé à sa porte. Mhm. Voilà, ok. Ah ouais, pour avoir de l'eau là, parce que la fleur elle se fane, la plante. Allez. Traitement pour mal de tête, d'accord. Recette inconnue. Traitement pour la fatigue. L'anémie. Il me manque les plantes à chaque fois. À analyser, d'accord. Ah donc j'ai gagné un sérum. Ah non. C'est un sérum.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching.
Demande-toi. Ça veut peut-être recycler composants. Je recycle tout, allez. Voilà.
The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Ça, j'ai pas compris le coffre encore. C'est pas... j'en sais rien du tout, s'il faut le remplir, pas le remplir. À mon avis, c'est quand on a pas mal d'items sur soi, en fait. Bon, là, j'ai pas grand-chose hein, pour le moment. Ah, 100. Plus 5% de sang. Ah, c'est bien ça pour les attaques. Attendez, je regarde d'abord un peu tout là. Défensive. Vampyr se concentre sur le sang de sang. Ah, c'est bien ça aussi, putain. En défensive, c'est quoi? Et de sang. Ah, autophagie. Ah, lui, je l'ai pas débloqué encore. Niveau pas débloqué. Lui, je peux toujours pas. Je sais pas quoi mettre en morsure. Quantité de dégâts infligés lorsque vous utilisez morsure au combat. Ah, lui il peut être sympa parce que vu que c'est ce qui régénère le sang. Ah, soif instable. Ah bah si, c'est ce que je viens de voir. Bah non, c'est une morsure que je viens de voir. Dégâts, ah oui, utilisez. Lorsque vous l'utilisez, d'accord. Charge de santé, on va monter lui un peu. Voilà, hein. Impeccable. On monte lui après. Après. Lui il nous disait quoi celui-là? Capacité sanguine. Hein. C'est bien pour les attaques spéciales. Ah ouais, capacité défensive. Je sais pas si ça va. Vous forcez sur votre cible, vous foncez sur votre cible avec une vitesse. Ah. La charge. Allez. La charge peut être sympa en tactique. Et ça, voile d'ombre. C'est votre endurance. Ouais. Ah ça c'est sympathique. Ah, je peux même mettre le 2. 5 endurance utilisées par seconde en marchant. Ah non, je peux pas. D'accord. Voilà. Bon bah j'ai plus de points. 130 mais 130 on a rien. Allez. Zou. Bon ben écoutez, étant donné que j'ai une sauvegarde, je vais arrêter là. Pour pouvoir attaquer d'ici quelques minutes Unravel, la suite. Donc même pour ceux qui ont suivi les derniers jours, voilà, vous pouvez revenir. Après j'ai une chaîne YouTube aussi qui débute. Et vous pouvez y aller, vous pouvez vous abonner. Voilà, si vous voulez vous régaler, là, suivre des bons jeux campagne. Il pourrait y avoir du multijoueur aussi, si jamais ça vous dit. Donc n'hésitez pas, laissez vos commentaires, un petit pouce bleu sur YouTube, abonnez-vous. Sur Twitch, je sais pas trop comment ça fonctionne, mais voilà, je vous laisse tout faire. Hein, si vous voulez vous la régaler avec moi, et ben voilà, vous êtes les bienvenus. Donc passez une bonne fin d'après-midi pour ceux qui vont pas suivre Unravel, une bonne soirée, un bon début de week-end. Voilà. Ça se passe comme ça chez McDonald's. Non. Voilà, il me fait quoi lui? Ah ouais, ok. Il m'a juste... Ça m'a fait peur parce que j'ai vu un truc qui a bougé là. Ok, non, c'est bon. Donc, on va quitter tout ça. Voilà, on attaquera le chapitre 2. Donc, à mon avis, j'ai une sauvegarde. Donc, sur ce, je vous dis bonne continuation. C'était pour toi public, c'est sympa d'être venu regarder. Je sais pas s'il y a eu grand monde, mais bon, c'est quand même sympa. Même une personne, voilà, c'est bien. Après, quelques abonnés, c'est mieux. Mais je vous force pas la main. Mais bon, voilà, sachez que ça fait toujours plaisir. Hein? Allez, passez une bonne soirée, un bon début de week-end. Salut public, c'était pour toi cette vidéo. Tu le mérites, t'es bien.